Your checking account has $620. Your credit card balance is $5,840. Rent is due in 6 days, and your car is already sitting at the garage because something went wrong on the way to work. Then the mechanic calls. The repair will cost $1,217. You go quiet for a second. Not because $1,200 is impossible, because somehow for you, today, it is. You make $4,000 a month. You work, you pay your bills. You're not broke in the way you imagined broke would feel, and yet one repair has just turned the entire month into a problem. You ask the mechanic if the car can wait. He says maybe a few days, but you need it for work. You look at your bank balance again, $620, then the card, $5,840 already owing. And for the first time, you stop asking, how do I pay this? You ask something worse. How did I get here? It didn't start with the car, so you rewind. 4 months earlier, your phone was dying. The one you wanted cost $1,199. From your bank account, that number felt painful. On the credit card, it felt different. You told yourself you'd clear it next month. You bought the phone. Nothing bad happened. That part matters. The card worked. You got the phone today. Your bank account barely moved. Credit did not feel like debt. It felt like breathing room. Then dinner with friends, $94, concert tickets, $146, gas, $68. None of those purchases looked dangerous. None felt like the decision that would eventually hurt you. Then the statement arrived. $1,545. You stared at it. Then your eyes moved down. Minimum due, $46. $1,500 felt heavy. $46 felt manageable, so you relaxed, just enough. Then payday came. $4,000 in, rent left, insurance, groceries, car payment, utilities. The money you planned to use against the card already had somewhere else to go, so you paid $800. Not all of it, but most of it. You felt responsible. $745 survived into the next month. Then interest appeared. Small enough to ignore, large enough to stay. Next month, the tires needed replacing. $680. You put them on the card. You needed them. Then your friends planned a trip. Flight and hotel. $1,480. You didn't really have $1,480, but everyone was going. You had worked all year. You told yourself you'd pay it over the next few months. So you booked it. And again, nothing bad happened. That is what made the pattern hard to see. The card kept saying yes. Soon, your bank account and your credit card started telling you two different stories. Your checking account said $810. Your credit card said $6,200 available. One number was money you had. The other was money you were allowed to owe. But both could buy dinner tonight. Both could book a hotel. Both could replace a phone. And after a while, the difference became surprisingly easy to ignore. The card had quietly changed roles. It was no longer just a payment method. It had become a bridge between the life you wanted today and the income you expected to earn tomorrow. Then Tuesday morning came. The noise from the car, the garage, the phone call, $1,217. And suddenly, the bridge felt very narrow. You sit at the kitchen table. Checking, $620. Credit card balance, $5,840. Repair, $1,217. Rent, 6 days. If you pay the repair from cash, rent becomes a problem. If you put it on the card, the balance moves above $7,000. If you wait, maybe the car gets worse. This is the first moment credit stops feeling like flexibility. It feels like dependency. You start looking backward. The phone, dinner, tickets, tires, the trip. You keep searching for the one stupid decision. There isn't one. That's what makes the trap difficult to see. Each decision made sense when you made it. The system never needed one catastrophic mistake. It only needed enough reasonable decisions to arrive before you finished paying for the previous ones. And now, the real pattern becomes visible. Every time you spent money you did not yet have. Your future paycheck made a promise. At first, there were only a few promises, then more. Eventually, payday stopped feeling like new money. Part of it already belonged to last month. And the month before that. Your past had started collecting from your present. That is when the question changes. If this is making you more fragile, who benefits? Start with the retailer. When you bought the phone, the store got the sale. When you booked the hotel, the booking went through. When you paid for dinner, the restaurant got paid. Credit removed one obstacle, the amount of cash sitting in your account today. The purchase happened now. Your problem moved somewhere else. Then look at the issuer. If you pay the statement in full, the borrowing ends. If you don't, the balance survives. And the surviving balance starts producing interest. Federal Reserve research has found that customers who carry balances and pay interest account for a major share of credit card profitability. That doesn't mean the bank wants you to collapse. If you stop paying entirely, that becomes a loss. The economically useful customer is different. You owe money. You carry the balance. You keep making payments. The account stays alive, and interest keeps being charged. Look at the same account from both sides. On your side, balance rising, cash flexibility falling, more of next month's income already committed, one ordinary repair becoming an emergency. On the other side, account active, payment received, balance revolving, interest accruing, same account, two completely different experiences. And now, the minimum payment looks different too. A balance of $5,840 is frightening. A much smaller minimum payment feels possible, maybe $170. You can handle $170, so you pay it. The account stays current. The problem survives. The minimum payment doesn't make the debt disappear. It makes remaining inside the debt possible. Then sometimes you get what feels like good news. A credit limit increase. More room, more safety, more breathing space. Except your income did not increase. Your savings did not increase. Your emergency fund did not increase. Only the amount you are allowed to owe increased. And if you are already carrying a balance, that extra room can become another place to move today's problem into tomorrow. This is why the trap can stay invisible for so long. Everything still works. The card still taps. The transaction still approves. The payment still goes through. You are not being stopped. You are being allowed to continue. Until an ordinary expense arrives, and suddenly you cannot absorb it. The repair did not make you financially fragile. It revealed that you already were. The $1,200 was not the disaster. It was the flashlight. It showed you how little space remained between what you earn and everything your past self had already promised away. That is what credit changes most quietly. It can move the limit on your lifestyle. Without credit, your spending eventually runs into the money you have. With credit, the boundary moves. Now the question becomes, how much can your future self handle? And your future self always looks richer than you feel today. Next month I'll clear it. Next month will be easier. Next month I'll catch up. But next month arrives carrying everything you already sent there. The phone, the trip, the tires, the interest. And next month has problems of its own. So go back to the mechanic, $1,217. Same repair, same number. But now it looks different. At the beginning, it looked like the problem. It wasn't. The problem was all the months when nothing bad happened. The card kept saying yes, and every yes felt small enough to survive. Until your future ran out of room. The credit card never gave you extra income. It gave you permission to move future income into the present. The trap wasn't that the card stopped working. It was that it kept working, long enough for borrowing from your future to start feeling like part of your normal life. And eventually, the person who has to pay for all of it is your future self. Now you know where to look.